What's up, Battle Bros and Battle Broads? Bienvenido a the Gun Show, Battlefield Beta Breakdown. We've been sieging the stuffing out of Shanghai ever since the closed beta began, and it's time to share some strategies. How to best maneuver around the map, why the support class is actually awesome, what to do in those awkward elevator rides. Answers to these questions and more await in this episode of The Gun Show, Weapon of the Week. Let's start with a few basics. Always spot your enemies, always spot your enemies, and always spot your enemies. The solid ground sections of the Siege of Shanghai map are vaguely M-shaped, and even if you aren't on the same peninsula as the enemies you're spotting, your allies will thank you. Spotting gets tougher once the big central tower inevitably falls, as a ton of dust kicks up, visibility is reduced, and the whole landscape just isn't as pretty. But despite what that suave male model on your desktop may suggest, Battlefield 4 isn't a game about being pretty. It's about shooting pretty. And speaking of, while you may be tempted by the long, lovely rifles of the Recon class or the raw, bulbous appeal of the Engineer's RPG, let us make a quick case for what's sure to be one of the most underappreciated and overlooked classes of this beta: support. Though the starting weapon may feel at first like a big clunky relic that doesn't shoot as fast or as accurately as all the cool kids' weapons, the U-100 MK5 will surprise you. Flip out the bipod and it's deadly at ranges usually reserved for the DMR, especially when you flick that 2x magnifier into place. Stick with the hollow sight for closer quarters, and as is the case with most weapons, remember to feather the trigger to fire in controlled bursts. More often than not, shot quality trumps bullet quantity. Unless you're talking about shredding cover, then you'll want quantity. Quantity by the quantity. Of course, not all cover is shreddable, and that's where the XM25 comes in handy. Remember how we told you to bone up on this bad boy in the Battlefield 4 briefing episode? Well, if you did, your skills will serve you well. Lay down some bullets to send your quarry scurrying for cover, then flush him out of this earthly plane with a barrage of XM25 shots. The thermal sight helps when Shanghai smog is obstructing your vision, and this gadget packs enough punch to make problems for hovering helicopters and light vehicles. It's nice for the support to have some recourse against vehicles, given that they yanked its C4. Just don't go taking on an MBT or you'll be SOL. Oh, and a note about those starting ammo packs. These things are only really good for one soldier's worth of ammo, and the soldier practically needs to pick it up for it to kick in. So no need to be stingy, just chuck these things on the ground near your allies and hope you pick up a few points. These proximity rules apply for the assault class's health packs as well, and don't forget that the ammo pack doesn't resupply your XM25. Success in the Battlefield 4 beta is not a simple matter of what guns you're packing, however, it's also about what vehicles you drive. If you've got a gunner along with you, you can almost always make a positive impact, providing you don't get blocked by bollards, hassled by helos, or totaled by tanks. Just try to stay on the road, unless you're one of those amphibious LAVs, in which case, the world is your oyster. And hey, you even move slightly faster than an oyster, so hooray! Just as important as horizontal mobility is vertical mobility. Hustling up ramps can give you some valuable elevation, while taking the pedestrian path underneath bridges can help you avoid being roadkill. And if you want to get on top of one of the many, many rooftops, you're gonna have to make a daring leap from a helicopter, or brave that even more frightening contraption, the elevator. Oh, hey Marv, how's it going? Oh yeah, good. Kids are fine, growing up too fast, you know how it is. Hey man, how'd your last trip up go? Yeah, that chopper was up there, wasn't it? I saw it on the map, man, knew you were in trouble. My last trip, get this, bunch of carrots pointing out from the building. I know what I'm gonna see when I get up there, you know, right? Yep, it's that 4 or 5 dudes just looking away, no one watching the door. Yeah, it was pretty much stab-a-palooza once I got up there, man. I think I might have strained something while I was up there, but, you know, they gave me a medal, so it's worth... Oh, God! Oh, no! There's plenty more Battlefield 4 beta to talk about, like how you can dive underwater and wield your pistol while treading water, or how repair tool killing a tank is still super awesome, or why glass is a demon surface that must be destroyed at all costs. But we've got something important to tell you, and that is that this will be the last weekly episode of The Gun Show. After last week's Grand Theft Auto 5 Spectacular, we realized we just have a lot more fun doing those big episodes focused on one game, and so that's what we're going to be doing going forward. Battlefield 4, Call of Duty Ghosts, Killzone Shadowfall, Destiny, Titanfall, and any other game that really lights our fuse is going to get the full-on Gun Show treatment. We really appreciate you guys watching, and we hope to see you in the future here on The Gun Show.